Here we go.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. On 2nd and 11 now. Burrow. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
An early message that this secondary is going to be tested, because even though it fell incomplete, it almost felt like a warning shot to get things going.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Now it's Burrow. He's going to let it go again. He's got him in. Complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. If there was one knock on Joe Burrow coming out of LSU, it was arm strength, but kind of put those doubts to rest right there.
One way or the other, you knew they'd have to push the ball downfield on 3rd and long. But I'm not sure the defense was expecting to push it that far downfield. Their math didn't add up, but it certainly did for the offense.
And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
12.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Cortland Sutton hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals are on the board first here this afternoon. After right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Tannehill. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. Here's Jerick McKinnon, his first carry of the ball game. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. These two teams met in Cincinnati earlier in the year with the Bengals coming out on top. So a win here in Cincinnati would give them the season sweep 2-zip. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They run once more with McKinnon. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. 3rd and short, McKinnon. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
On 4th down, Tannehill. Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Bengals are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. That pick, his 9th on the season.
Remember we were kids and you were playing Little League Baseball and they penciled you in the 9 spot in the order? That wasn't so good, was it?
Were you in the 9 hole?
Or you played the 9 position, right field? That wasn't so great.
That wasn't. You're picking dandelions out
exactly.
there. But the 9 picks
you want that in a big way. That's a great season.
Back in the season. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass.
Here we go.
But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Chris Wormley. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Well, they certainly took too long to set up play action, and that gave the pass rush time to get home for its first sack of the game. For their sake, they may start to think about the quick game and leave play action alone for a little while.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's Aaron Sipos out now to punt on 4th down. Back deep, Demir Bird. This is brought in at the 21. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look at a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Tannehill returning right back to Lockett. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Tannehill. He's got his 6'5 receiver. That's Tim Patrick. It'll go as a gain of 4. And it'll be 4th down.
Now, that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
They're going to run. It's McKinnon. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop it? They did. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. So just shy of midfield. They tried it. Didn't work out. What did you think?
I thought that they should have punted the ball away. Should have gotten rid of it and played defense with better field position. Look, I'm as aggressive as anyone wanting to go for it on offense, but in this situation, it doesn't.
First half.
I don't know that there's any risk. I mean, what's the reward for your risk here? I would not have done that. My only explanation is this coach, he may want to be up here in the booth with us. We may have a three-man booth starting next week if he keeps up with those decisions.
And this one is incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Here we go.
On second down, a run with Dobbins. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Officially nothing on that one. No gain. So they're left with still 10 to go on third down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
On third down, Burrow. Got a man, it's Waddle, complete. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. The Bengals hit 9-3 here on the year. Well, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
A shotgun snap and again to Dobbins. And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. First and 10 in the red zone. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Here we go.
From the 13 now, they work on first and 10. Now it's Burrow. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
This offense so far on third down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Burrow. It'll be intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Browns are going to get the football back at their own 17.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away? It could cost them a ball game.
The drive starts with a handoff to McKinnon. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's second down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Meanwhile, Tannehill's throw taken in here by Patrick. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on third down. They'll try and run for the first with Dillon. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. By the skin of their teeth, they are able to convert on 3rd and inches.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. On first down now, run with McKinnon. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
On 2nd and 9, Tannehill targeting Pitts on the out route, and he's got it complete. Finding room at midfield. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible. On first down, Tannehill. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
I believe I could see what they were trying to do there, but unfortunately, the back ran out of room. Too close to the sideline. And for defenders, we're often taught, 11 on the field, those sidelines can become the 12th defender. It worked to the defense's advantage on that play.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them up the scoreboard here.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. To throw is Tannehill. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. From the left hash, this from 46. Gay's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
On one, ready?
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. On the counter now, it's Dobbins. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Play action. It's Burrow. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Quality coverage that time to slow down what's been the main source of offense against them thus far. Got to find a way to slow down that ball in the air.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From midfield now, Burrow. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. The Browns drive about to get started. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. Tannehill. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
3rd and 2, Tannehill. And that will be incomplete.
Well, obviously searching for their first touchdown this game, partner. And that quick 3 and out, that's not going to achieve that at all. Give victory to the secondary there. They brought out tight coverage on that 3rd down snap.
Here we go on 4th, Tannehill. And that's complete to the tight end, Devin Asiasi. And he's going to pick up the Browns' first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over, then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Tannehill's throw into the hands of Pitts here. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Throwing again is Tannehill. And his throw here is incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Back to throw, Tannehill. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kyle Pitts, 29 yards. And the Browns will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
11.
On 2nd and 10, Burrow. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is going to be intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it.
Well, Charles, it was so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now it's Tannehill. He's going to air one out. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
This time they stay on the ground. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with the lead. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. This fielded right at the goal line. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. The Browns drive about to get started.
Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
2nd down, McKinnon. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Tannehill on 3rd down. Steps away to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Arnold Ebiketie in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Here's Brian Anger now, as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 35 yards that time on the punt, and the Bengals will take over in terrific field position. They go play action with Burrow. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender. But the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Here we go.
Only needing 2 yards on second down.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And incomplete on the deep ball.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins.
And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Give him the 3rd down conversion. 5 yards on the play.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
11 common.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, 11, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
11.
From the red zone now, here's Burrow 1st down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
But they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Here we go.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
12.
They go back to the ground with Dobbins.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Here we go.
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And his kick is good. And that will knot us up at 10. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Now, this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Here's McKinnon on the draw. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
42 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10.
Here's Tannehill. And a completion to Wilson. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Straight ahead they go with McKinnon. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Here's Brian Anger now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And this one's high, but not very far. There he goes left side. He's at the 30, 10, 5, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A 62-yard punt return as his guys have now moved out in front. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes it a 17-10 score. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff.
This taken in at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Browns drive about to get started. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Tannehill. And his throw is incomplete.
The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
2nd and 10. Tannehill once more. He'll check it down, complete to Dillon. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
Well, I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield, and he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it's 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
From the 36, Tannehill.
Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their home.
Oh, it's out. McKinnon fumbled it, and the Bengals grab it. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line.
I know a lot of defensive coaches have certain guys on their squad that they look to as drive stoppers, guys who can make big plays, interceptions, knock it free. In this case, they didn't need one. The offense supplied it for them, just dropping the ball.
Yeah, and that was after they were doing so well on this drive through the air. They go to the ground, doesn't work.
Let's get set.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Hey, you gotta go score.
On 2nd and 9, Burrow. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play.
Here we go, here we go.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 9.
12.
Now it's Burrow. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Browns are right back in this football game. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
Now he's loose down the left sideline. A big play there on the catch and run. 47 yards.
He was not the primary target. They expected to get the ball downfield. Instead, checked it down. An old coach of mine used to say to us all the time, when they check it down, that should end the down. In this case, though, he foiled that in a big way and turned it into a big play.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a 1-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Tannehill. He'll get this one to Patrick. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll look to pick it up with McKinnon. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. On 2nd and goal, Tannehill, and down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Now Tannehill. His throw caught right around the 6. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 10 yards gets him closer, but now it's 4th and goal. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Desperation time for Tannehill on 4th down. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Kyle Pitts with his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game. And the Browns are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. 40 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
From the 31, Burrow. It's caught by Hooper. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. A give up the middle to Dobbins. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Burrow. This one to Bourne, and he's got it. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 27-yard line. Dobbins running out of the gun. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll go again with Dobbins. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth. Extra point splits the uprights, and they will take a 7-point lead. The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Browns drive about to get started. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Tannehill now to throw. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown. Tyler Lockett. His first touchdown on the year. And the Browns are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, run, pass. defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 76 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Here we go, here we go.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Dobbins with it. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Nothing open downfield, they went underneath.
Yeah, see if you can get it to your running back, see if you can make someone miss in the open field.
On one, ready?
Here's a give to Dobbins. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Here we go.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a toss left side for Dobbins. Down to about the 32.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On one,
the last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So this one comes down to the right foot of Sam Sloman. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And his kick is good. From 49 yards away, he nailed it. And the Bengals are going to get out of here with a W. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And a little bit of a surprise, they lose the turnover battle, but wind up winning the ballgame.
And this is very unusual because you know all teams stress winning the turnover battle as a key indicator to winning ball games. So when you get something that goes against the grain like the one we saw here, it's quite the oddity. Now let's face it, they'll be very happy that they pulled this off, but they do know that in the future they've got to work on taking care of the football because this won't happen very often.
So for the Bengals, it's a 10th win on the year as they move to 10-3. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, it's going to all but eliminate them from the playoff picture as they fall to 5-8. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Baltimore Ravens come to town.
Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it, but it ain't just me.